I'm 30F, my fiancé 35M, canceled our wedding to marry someone else and invited me to theirs. If someone had told me a year ago that my life would turn into the kind of drama you'd find on a Reddit thread, I wouldn't have believed it. But here I am. I'm 30 years old, and until a few months ago, I was engaged to a man I'd been with for 7 years. Everything seemed perfect, until it wasn't. We met in college during a group project in our senior year. He was the funny, charismatic type who could make friends with anyone, and I was the organized, practical one who made sure the project actually got done. We started dating soon after and stayed together through his grad school years and my climb up the corporate ladder. Our friends used to joke that we were the power couple who had it all figured out. Last year, after years of hinting and some not-so-subtle prodding from my family, he finally proposed. It was a big, over-the-top moment on a weekend getaway to a beach resort. He had the waiter bring out a dessert plate with "Will you marry me?" written in chocolate sauce. My family was thrilled, my friends were jealous, and for the first time in years, I thought, this is it. We're really doing this. Planning the wedding was a whirlwind. I dove headfirst into it, picking out venues, sampling cakes, and putting deposits down on everything from the florist to the photographer. I'll admit, I took charge of the planning. It's just who I am. I like things organized, and I wanted our wedding to be perfect. He seemed happy to let me handle it, though there were moments when he seemed distant. I chalked it up to work stress. His job had been demanding lately, and he was always complaining about long hours and office politics. Looking back, there were red flags. Small ones at first, like the way he kept his phone on silent all the time or how he'd disappear into the other room to take a work call. One time, I saw a late-night text pop up from someone named Samantha, but when I asked about it, he shrugged it off, saying she was a coworker asking about a project. I didn't push. Why would I? We'd been together for 7 years. I trusted him. 2 months before the wedding, everything unraveled. It started with him missing an important appointment to tour the venue. He claimed it was an emergency at work, but I could feel something was off. That night, he came home unusually quiet, pacing around the living room like he didn't know how to start a conversation. And then he said it, the words I'll never forget: "I can't do this. I'm calling off the wedding." At first, I thought he was having a breakdown. I tried to calm him down, but then he hit me with the real reason. He wasn't calling off the wedding because of cold feet. He was calling it off because he'd reconnected with someone else, a coworker, no less, and had fallen in love. The worst part? He wasn't just ending things with me to pursue her. He'd already proposed to her and was planning their wedding. Oh, and he wanted me to attend to keep things amicable. I was in shock. How do you even process something like that? 7 years together, and he's marrying someone else before our wedding date even passes. I spent the next week in a daze, canceling vendors, dealing with non-refundable deposits, and trying to explain to my family what had happened without breaking down. They were furious. My mom wanted to confront him, and my friends were ready to egg his car. But amidst the chaos, a strange thought crept in. What if I went to his wedding? Not to make a scene or cause drama, but to see it for myself. Maybe I thought it would give me closure, or maybe I just wanted to see if he'd actually go through with it. Either way, I decided to go. I didn't tell many people, just a few close friends who tried to talk me out of it. Over the next few weeks, I started noticing things I'd missed before. Mutual friends told me they'd seen him with her months ago, looking a little too cozy for just coworkers. There were whispers that she'd been pushing him to end things with me for a while, and that their relationship wasn't as new as he'd claimed. It hurt, but it also made me realize this wasn't my fault. I'd been loyal and loving, and he'd made his choices. On the financial side, things were messy.